Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Deputy President, Imaging Products and Solutions Americas, Neil Manowitz.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Excellent, excellent. Welcome to Sony's NAB 2019 press conference. Thank you all for joining us here today in person and online. I am personally excited because it is our first NAB as Sony's Imaging Products and Solutions Americas. We're bringing together the power of the Digital Imaging Group and Professional Solutions business under one umbrella. I'm sure you'll all agree that was some pretty amazing content we just saw. You just experienced the power of 8K 120p high dynamic range video using our UHC 8300 in Hawaii and during the National Hot Rod Association's race in Florida. Additionally, you saw impressive footage that was shot in 6K full frame at 60 frames per second at this year's Rio Carnival with our Venice camera. It was filmed in with anamorphic lenses and produced in 8K CinemaScope 60p content. Not only does the footage look spectacular, but it really comes to life with our increased immersion on our limitless crystal LED display system, seen here in 8K by 4K configuration. At last year's NAB press conference, we explained how Fox Sports was using our crystal LED display system in Russia to cover an international soccer tournament. We're pleased to tell you that that very same display is now featured at Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, California. It's being used as a backdrop on a number of their popular programs, including Lock It In. Another recent installation represents its scalability. The world's largest system, 16K by 4K, that's twice the size of what you see here today, has just been delivered to Shiseido, a leading beauty company in Japan, to inspire their visitors. NAB attendees recognize Sony Electronics' leadership in the media realm, but the full breadth and scope of our professional group supports a diverse range of applications and verticals. For example, our cinema projector technology powers over 10,000 movie theaters here in the United States. Earlier this week, right here in Las Vegas, we had a grand opening of the world's first Sony Digital Cinema premium large format auditorium, an experience highlighted by our vibrant dual laser projection system. If you have any downtime this week, check it out at the Galaxy Theater Boulevard mall location. What ties all of these various business segments together is our focus on getting closer to people and empowering their creativity and storytelling in whatever manner suits them best. We do this through a variety of our products and solutions that touch the entire content creation and delivery process. From image capture, through the creative workflow, to distribution, and ultimately what comes onto your screen, no matter if you're at home, in an operating room, if you're at a trade show in Las Vegas, or in a movie theater. During the next 30 minutes together, you will hear how Sony's leading the industry by combining cutting-edge technology, products, and services. You'll also be hearing from our customers who we are working with to design and develop these new technologies. Here to tell you more is the head of our professional group, Teresa Lesso.
Thank you, Neil. At Sony, we understand the media industry is rapidly changing, and we understand how these changes are impacting our customers. With the advent of OTT and increased programming options that are available virtually anytime, anywhere, on any platform, these customers are expected to adapt their audience's changing viewing habits. They need to do more with fewer resources, often in a time of consolidation. While these changes come with their own set of challenges, It's also a time for great opportunity. At NAB, we're debuting our new tagline, Live Your Vision. Sony wants to be the driving force behind creators that inspires and enables them to tell their story and enhance the capabilities of telling that story. And no story would be complete without efficient workflow. Our mission here and guiding principle is to work hand in hand with our customers and enable them to create compelling stories together that are powering today and transforming tomorrow, which so happens to be our NAB theme for 2019. As the industry evolves, we see the road ahead. Sony is uniquely positioned to offer solutions that help our customers succeed now and into the future. Sony offers the holistic toolset needed to produce content from end to end and provides simple, cost-effective path for enhancing their capabilities as new trends and technologies emerge. And based on this direction at 2019 NAB, we'll focus on two key areas here. One, content value, and the other is workflow efficiency, which are two of Sony's core directions for the media business. We've learned that the value of the content produced is the heart of the matter. Content is what draws audiences in, creates demand, delivers ratings, and drives revenue. Our 4K HDR solutions will greatly enrich the value of their most important content, while at the same time, we understand that in order to create and manage the influx of engaging content, you need to have workflow efficiencies that support interoperability, provide automation, enhance collaboration, and empower global distribution. At NAB, we'll demonstrate our IP Live solution and our recently launched Intelligent Media Services. To tell you more and provide real-world examples, I'd like to welcome the head of our media business, John Studdert.
Thank you, Teresa, and good afternoon, everyone. It has been over 1 year since our flagship Venice camera was introduced. The great market acceptance it has enjoyed can be attributed to the beautiful imagery captured using its full-frame sensor and the easy-to-navigate user interface that directly reflects the voice of industry-leading DPs and camera operators. Venice was developed from the very beginning with the cinematographers in mind. We closely collaborated with leading professionals throughout the design process, one of the most notable being James Cameron, whose feedback drove us to create the Venice extension system, which enables cinematographers to shoot in very tight spaces. Venice is also experiencing great success outside of the US. TV Globo in Brazil is in search of the next great camera, selected Venice to shoot all of their new generation telenovelas. Along with many other cinema cameras, Venice was evaluated and then selected by TV Globo's directors and DPs. Venice is now deployed in their MG1 facility, which is used for this primetime series being shot in 4K HDR, and will be deployed in their MG4 studio facility, scheduled to be inaugurated this summer. Our next version release, version 4.0, will be available in June. It will further improve the shooting experience for DPs. It will enable 100 frames per second in 4K Super 35 and 60 frames per second in 6K full frame. Additionally, it will support live shading using SMPTE fiber connection between Venice and the CCU, allowing for multi-camera drama production and for live sports and entertainment. The footage you are about to see was created by John Joffin, ASC, and post-produced by Technicolor. It is captured using the new Venice HFR mode and with cooked full-frame anamorphic lenses. It is presented in 8K CinemaScope. Let's have a look at what you can expect from this exciting upgrade.
Never wanna waste a night. it up and pass the time. But you're just sleeping with the heart that won't slow down. You're never gonna get this high, 'cause you can't help the way she moves. You can't help the way she moves. Living underneath the lights, you try burning like a flame that won't go out. You're never gonna get this fine, 'cause you can't help the way she moves. When the body's in the groove, like the way she
Wow, that is just spectacular video. Well, really, really great stuff. Just as Venice is transforming cinematic production, Sony's Intelligent Media Services is also transforming broadcast and sports operations. Today's media companies are changing how they go to market. They are requiring solutions that can combine the best hardware with the best software, the best on-prem solution with the best cloud services. They want to work with partners that will bring them solutions that will enable them to transform their operations. Having gone through unprecedented consolidation, broadcast stations now reach up to 39% of US television households. To realize greater production across all their stations, they are integrating IP and cloud technology into their enterprise workflows. Sony is uniquely positioned to help them with this transformation. Most are already using Sony equipment throughout their broadcast operations. Sony Intelligent Media Services, IMS, is giving broadcasters the ability to leverage the Sony equipment they already own to create new transformative workflows. IMS smartly integrates our world-class image sensors, IP technology, automation software, and cloud services, enabling broadcasters to deliver more content across all distribution platforms. Our phenomenal lineup of ENG cameras, coupled with our superior wireless audio system, has been made even more powerful with XCam Air. Our cloud-based ENG streaming solutions uses Sony's QoS technology and dual-link connectivity. This provides broadcasters with the ability to stream very high-quality content from their Sony cameras and smartphones. With multi-point distribution, we can simultaneously stream content to multiple stations and directly to OTT platforms. XCam Air's unique remote camera operation and cloud-based storyboard editing empowers reporters to get time-sensitive news to air and social media platforms faster. Our ELC switch automation software reshaped control rooms, making them much more productive. Now, with our XVS IP switcher and ELC software, we are transforming control room operations by enabling resource sharing between control rooms and within a REMI operation across all of their entities. Our media backbone high production system seamlessly integrates ELC switcher automation and XCam Air, enabling fully automated news operations. Hive's highly flexible system architecture provides broadcasters with the option to build traditional, state-of-the-art, on-prem, or cloud-based production system. We have enhanced our master control automation solution with Crispin's loading dock and Farlink software. They provide stations with the ability to aggregate program and commercial content from the cloud and on-prem devices, giving broadcasters the ability to scale master control across an entire group. With an OTT link, we bridge the OTA and OTT worlds by providing broadcasters with the necessary metadata to monetize their over-the-top offering. Black News Channel, which will be headquartered in Tallahassee, Florida, and is scheduled to launch November 2019, is the latest broadcast facility to use Sony's IMS solutions. Here to tell us more about the mission of Black News Channel is the former Oklahoma Sooner superstar quarterback, CFLer, congressman, and now one of the founders and chairman of the network, the Honorable J.C. Watts. J.C., welcome.
Thank you. Y'all put Junior on that, please. I am delighted to be with you this afternoon. I am thrilled that Sony and their team would think enough of my team and the BNC, the Black News Channel, think enough of our team to extend an invitation for us to be here this afternoon and share just a little bit with you about who the Black News Channel is. I am, again, J.C. Watts Jr., chairman of the Black News Channel. And earlier when I saw Neil, I asked Neil, I said, what do I talk about? He said, talk about 3 minutes and have a seat. So I am going to honor that, but I am going to share with you that we are a news channel that is culturally specific to the African American community. You know, we've long felt, and many in the community, we've long felt that the African American community is more than entertainment and athletics, a space that I operated in for 20 years. But we're doctors and lawyers and engineers and school teachers and nurses, and we're a very, very broad community, and we want to tell more of that story. We are going to take the nation and more specifically the African American community to a place that neither of us have been, the future. And we're excited about the future and what we're going to be able to offer to the nation and, again, the African American community. And we're tickled and delighted that we've got Sony as a partner to take us into this future that we are so thrilled about. I go way back with the Sony name from the old 8-track days and the reel-to-reel days, and I'm gray hairs. You either have to have gray hairs or no hairs to remember the 8-track days, but nevertheless, Sony's been with me for a long time, and we're excited to have them as a partner as we springboard into the future in our news gathering organization. So Neil and Teresa and John and Mike, thank you all very much for the hospitality. My team and I, again, we're grateful to be a part of this and to be able to highlight our partnership and what we are so excited about in terms of the future. As John said, we will launch in November of this year, and look for us, and we're delighted to have you as a viewer. Thank you very much. John, thank you.
Great job. So first, we're thrilled to be part of your journey. Next, I do remember 8-track, and you can see why. Thank you, JC. Production companies seeking a new workflow have landed on Sony Ci Media Cloud. Its logging and collaborative tools are recognized to be the most advanced and yet very easy to use. Here to tell us why they chose Ci is Mark Rodonis, Senior Vice President of Post-Production at one of the largest and most respected production companies in the world, Bunham & Murray.
Here's how I look at Sony Ci. Simply put, it takes post and production and brings them together in a way that makes my life easier. This is a quantum leap forward in workflow for us. I'm Mark Rodonis, Senior Vice President Post-Production, Bunham Murray Productions. Bunham Murray does reality TV, all reality, all the time. You could even say we invented the genre. With Sony Ci, post begins at the camera. Prior to this, you had to wait for weeks for the media to make it from the set to post-production. But with Sony Ci, post begins the minute you say cut. One of the things that I really like about Sony Ci is not only what they're doing today, but what they're promising in the future. For example, AI. We do a mountain of interviews, hours and hours each day, and the prospect of having all that transcribed automatically is really appealing to us. Sony has always been known for their incredible hardware, and we've had Sony cameras for years and years and years. But now they're starting to get involved in the software aspect of it, because let's face it, everything is software these days. And I really look forward to the marrying of the hardware and the software to make my life easier.
Thanks, Mark. At last year's NAB, we announced that we had just signed a deal with the National Hot Rod Association to be their OTT service provider for NHRA.TV. On February 7th, they successfully launched their SVOD streaming service using NMS's Venue OTT platform. Check out how Sony's intelligent media services are the driving force behind NHRA.TV.
The National Hot Rod Association, life over 300 miles per hour. With the new NHRA.TV platform, you can stream the entire race weekend, up to 30 hours of exclusive content, plus on-demand capabilities and access to archival footage direct to your smart TV, your laptop, or your mobile device. It all starts with capturing the thrill of live drag racing at the highest quality using Sony's professional cameras. Then, with help from Sony's cloud-based intelligent media services, the footage is cataloged, edited, organized, and then distributed to NHRA.TV, reaching fans wherever they are, whenever they want. Race footage is automatically uploaded to Sony's Ci Media Cloud for secure sharing and easy access. Now, remote teams can view, log, clip, and edit from virtually anywhere, allowing NHRA to move faster than ever before. Sony's Venue OTT streaming enables the NHRA to reach wider audiences wherever they are, on more platforms and more devices than ever before, opening new revenue streams for their media content and assets. And Sony's Memnon service will begin to digitize a library of rapidly deteriorating videotapes in order to protect and unlock the potential of the historic race content and never-before-seen footage dating back to 1951. By hosting this digital content in the cloud, it frees up space on-prem, and by monetizing with Venue, these assets can begin to enhance revenue. Sony's intelligent media services bring the excitement of the track to you. We're helping NHRA increase their fan base and enhance their storytelling capabilities with minimal infrastructure costs and personnel. Imagine what we can do for you.
I'm pleased to announce NMS will be the SVOD and AVOD OTT service provider for Sony Pictures Television's Funimation and TV Everywhere, as well as Crackle, which sits inside the newly branded Crackle Plus, a joint venture with Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment. This is going to take our SVOD and AVOD platform OTT services to a whole new level, and we're so excited about this. The on-ramp for cloud services is IP, and when it comes to creating a new IP SMPTE ST2110 based production facility and 4K HDR, Sony is the market leader. Sony's XVS production switcher supports ST2110 in HD and now in 4K. We will also incorporate ST2110 4K into our existing product lineup, including the HDCU 4300 and the PWS server. The XVS 9000 switcher supports IP and 12G SDI in 4K and HDR, as well as hybrid systems for large sports and entertainment events. To better integrate our IP Live systems with legacy systems, we are launching two new IP gateway cards, the IP50Y and the IP51Y. They both act as baseband IP converters with a frame synchronizer. Future options will include up-down conversion and SDR, HDR conversion. IP is enabling resource sharing across multiple locations, and our new Live Element Orchestrator orchestrates the system configuration, executing and intuitively managing Sony and third-party systems. This solution also monitors the entire IP system, and if there's an issue, it sends an alert so that immediate action can be taken. Live Element Orchestrator is essential to unleashing the full power of IP Live. During the show, we'll be demonstrating its capabilities for managing remote production environment and a pool of shared production resources. We are once again working with CenturyLink to give our visitors the opportunity to run a 4K environment utilizing production resources located here in the Sony booth, as you can see from the right. Then they can switch to a HD production resources located at the eSports Arena at the Luxor Hotel, as you can see up here on the left, all in IP. Visitors to the booth can view the live remote demo between the hours of 2 and 3 during the show. More and more content is being created in 4K HDR. The new trimester BVM HX310 reference monitor supports industry standard brightness of up to 1,000 nits in full screen and 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio for HDR productions. The BVM HX310 is now endorsed and approved by major industry leaders for mastering 4K HDR content. And now, the latest and arguably the most important component of an IP and HDR production system, studio cameras. At IBC, we introduced the HDC 3500. Equipped with the world's first 4K global shutter sensor, this camera system outputs 4K and HD HDR with a very low signal-to-noise ratio. Sony's IP-based HDC cameras and XVS switchers are at the core of a major greenfield IP broadcast facility located at the Hudson Yards in New York City. I don't know if anyone can guess what that is, but I'll leave it to your imagination. Here are a few of our customers to tell you why they have chosen the new HDC 3500 cameras.
We here at IMS Productions have always had a great experience with Sony cameras. When we started working on our new mobile unit, HD6, we turned to Sony for their latest in camera technology. We decided to go with the HDC 3500 cameras, which are optimized for HDR and 4K. The new cameras also match our current cameras perfectly. IMS Productions provides facilities for the IndyCar Racing Series that airs on NBC and includes the largest single-day sporting event in the world, the Indianapolis 500. We deploy 40 course cameras around the legendary 2.5-mile oval, and they are all Sony cameras. From the Sony HDC P1s on our 11 robotic cameras to the HDC 2500s and the HDC 4300, which is used in 6x slow-mo, and also the latest model, the HDC 3500.
So 3 of the things that attracted us to the 3500, we liked the 4K CMOS sensor and the global shutter. That was important to us. We like the fact that it's backwards compatible with the 2000 series, so we don't have to go out and replace all of our CCUs. And we also like that the 3100 and 3500 CCUs allow us to do digital triax and SMPTE. So the signal to noise ratio that came out in the 3500 is significantly better. We compared HDR coming out of Sony to some other manufacturers. We felt that the colors and the textures and the speculars in the Sony HLG Live was greater than what we saw in other products.
First of all, NEP has a long history with Sony cameras. We've been working with Sony for decades. We love the Sony cameras. We started probably about 2 years ago with Sony at NAB, where we sat down and we had a collaborative meeting where actually they asked us what we were looking for. One of the things we were looking for was an HDR camera that ran on triax. The triax is significant in the US because a lot of the venues still have triax. We were looking for something that was quiet. We were looking for something that was going to match the HDC 4300s. So the HDC 3500 has now given NEP the ability to have one full HDR mobile unit. Whether it's live sports or entertainment, we're confident that the new HDC 3500 side by side with the HDC 4300 will create a spectacular HDR image for all of our broadcasts.
Sony's system cameras cover all the needs of sports, live events, and studio productions. The massive adoption of HDC cameras by every major sports league is a testament to the quality of our HDC cameras. At the big football game in Atlanta, the latest addition to our camera lineup, the HDC P50, was featured. The P50 is a compact camera that outputs 4K and HD HDR video directly from the camera body for use in aerial and wireless POV applications. It will also support up to 6 times HD high frame rate with its next software release. I'm pleased to announce the newest member to the HDC family, the big brother to the HDC 3500, the HDC 5500. This camera is designed to easily handle the most complex live productions, giving the director full artistic freedom to create the best possible show. It is also equipped with the world's first 4K 3-chip global shutter sensor, a newly developed prism that achieves ITU-R BT 2020 color space, high dynamic range, and extraordinarily high sensitivity with low noise. It will achieve up to 8 times HD and 2 times 4K HFR with a portable license that will be coming in the near future. The HTC 5500 paired with the new HTC-U 5500 CCU features ultra-high bit rate transmission over fiber. New camera control unit will have onboard ISO recording. This innovative recording feature will provide expanded flexibility for live production workflow. It enables the creation of pristine 4K images and multiple simultaneous 4K signal paths. These images are output over 12G SDI and IP-ST2110. Here to tell us why they chose the HTC 5500 is Mark Seeger from NEP Australia.
NEP Australia have a long history and an incredible partnership with Sony, especially when it comes down to cameras. We were early adopters of the HTC series, and we were proud to have been one of the first to have seen the HTC 4300 prior to its launch. And of course, that camera has become the staple of our fleet here in Australia. It's great to work so collaboratively with such a brilliant team and have a manufacturer that really listens to our requirements and what we need. So it's no surprise then that we're really excited about the new HTC camera and the new HTC CCU. It fits our requirements perfectly, it matches our existing inventory, and more importantly, with the move to 4K HDR, is a great addition to our fleet. And of course, with the new CCU, it's another step closer to our nirvana of pure IP, or a pure IP facility. We congratulate Sony with the launch of the new camera, and in fact, the new HTC camera and the CCU will form the basis of our new zero copper IP truck launching later this year.
We are really excited to share with you that we just reached an agreement with Game Creek Video that will launch the HTC 5500 in North America. Here to tell you more is Pat Sullivan, founder and president of Game Creek Video. Pat.
Guy on? Oh, there we go. I'm a TV guy, not an audio guy. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you very much to Sony for inviting us to participate. Since we took the first delivery in the United States of the HTC 1500 back in 2004, and we followed that with the world's first HTC 4300 in 2015, we've grown into the largest independently owned enterprise serving the broadcast, cable, and OTT industry. With each new camera, Sony's brilliant engineering team, led by Kiriyama-san, has listened to our needs and suggestions and those of our customers. Sony's incomparable technical support and service teams have helped us keep our 381 Sony broadcast cameras in great condition for our customers and for ourselves, and this plays a major role in our continued loyalty to Sony. As Sony unveils the next evolution of their HTC series, Game Creek looks to follow Sony's lead. Due to our close collaboration, it comes as no surprise that we placed the first HTC 5500 order in the United States. At 48 units, we're excited to say that this is the largest order in our company's history. All of us at Game Creek are very proud of the special partnership we have with Sony. Thank you.
I'll take this. And we'll send this over here. I'd like to also add, this is the largest order in Sony North America's history for studio cameras. So Pat, thank you so much for your friendship and for being such a great business partner. Thank you. Please welcome to the stage the man whose vision has provided us with so many great breakthrough products over the years, including this one to unveil the new HTC 5500. Kiriyama-san, please join me on stage.